Hello guys, welcome to another video of OBND, OpenBVE News and Development. My name is Randall, or Randy, or Zoo, and I am a coordinator for the group. Basically, what I'll be teaching you how to do today is how to install OpenBVE, or at least the most stable version. Basically, before we get into this video, you need to download a few things, and that will be Net Framework and OpenAL. Now, with Net Framework, depending on your software, you may or may not need it, because if you have something like Windows 10 and above, 10.6, 10. Whatever have you, it basically already has that. So it says it right here too in this page that I found. It says here that if you have not already done so, download this latest stable version of OpenBVE and extract it to the folder of your choice. This folder will be called your OpenBVE folder from here on. It says also here that in many cases Windows Update will already have the installed Net Framework or later for you, and you'll need to do nothing. It says here also if this is not the case, please download the Net Framework. So that's basically what you have to do if you don't necessarily have it. You just go ahead and download it on the website called openbve-project.net/install. That is very important to download. Now with OpenAL, it's an engine that runs OpenBVE. Without it, you can't run a train on any route. So the website here is openal.org, and what you're going to want to do is go to Downloads, and the bottom link here says OpenAL 1.1 Windows Installer. You're going to want to click on that, and as you can see, I already have it, so I'm not going to download it. Now, with these files, you may need either, well, mostly Winrar or 7-zip. Now, with me, in my case, it's easier to do with Winrar because I've usually been, practicing, downloading things from OpenBVE for a long time now. And I think personally, Winrar is easier, but it's up to you. You can download it from 7-zip. It's the same process, but I just prefer Winrar. So we're going to go to the Winrar tab here. So here's the website, winrar.com. Well, there's a dash between win and rar, so that's important. Now, depending on your computer, either you have a 32-bit or 64-bit. In most cases, it's 64-bit. So what you're going to want to do is click here on the download WinRAR, but not the 32-bit version, just the one up here. So I'm going to click on that. And then you can go ahead and click download again. And then it should tell you where it's downloaded. Now, in this case, you can choose anywhere. You can go for desktop if you want to. As you can see, I already have WinRAR, and it's not really a necessity for me, at least. So I can just go ahead and click cancel. Okay. In most cases, you need to, how about this? For all intents and purposes, I'll go ahead and download it, so that way you can see the process. So what I'm going to do is go to, where do I want this folder in? I'll probably put it to downloads and click on save. As you can see, it's downloading below. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. Click yes. Install. And there you go. They'll give you some options on certain files. Like for example, here you see a RAR file, a zip file, 7-zip file, ISOs, etc. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and add WinRAR to desktop, add WinRAR to start menu. But if you want, you can just go ahead and add WinRAR to desktop to make it more easier. And then you're done. It says here, thank you for installing WinRAR, and yeah, good to go. As you can see, it's all over here. So we're gonna go ahead and let's minimize it for now. Okay, so now that that's done, you're gonna want to go to here. Basically, in this video, we're gonna have the both links of either downloading it through Mega or Google Drive. Whichever one is easier for you, you can go ahead and do it. It's the same process. Now, note this file is over 5 gigabytes, so you might have to free up at least 10 to 15, so that way you don't have to deal with storage advisories. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is, sorry about that. What I'm going to be doing is going through Mega and downloading it through there. It's going to take a little while. As you can see, it says here OpenBVE 1.6, which is the most stable version I've heard so far. And here's my username for the TeamSpeak. So we're gonna go ahead and click on download. As you can see, it's starting to download up here. This may take a while, so I might have to pause the video and then return back. So stay tuned. Okay, so we got the download over here. So let's check it out. As you can see, there's a lot of files in this download. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is check the README first. You can pause this if you want. But basically, the reason why I made this file is so that it can be easier for new users like yourself, probably, and that want to, start having runs with our group. So here's the warning: some files may be corrupt, and you must download at your own risk. The reason why I made this is basically just my own copy, and I just wanted to make copies like mine be accessible to people like yourself. So you can go ahead and read the README as much as you want, and it should be giving you the information you need. Now, to note, what we have on this file of OpenBVE is that we have obviously the 1.6 version, stable version, has all these files. You're going to want to go to user data, legacy content, train, and you have all the trains here: IRT, IND, and BMT. So for example, we can go to IRT. We already have some files here: 62, 142A, 62A, 142, IND, 160A or 68, etc. And same thing for the BMT: 143, 68, and etc. So what you're going to want to do is drag this file onto your desktop or your downloads, wherever you feel it's easier for you to access it. As you can see on my page, on my stream, the OpenBVE is here. It's right here on the desktop. So what you're going to want to do, go here, desktop, OpenBVE. See, as you can see that my files are here. So that's basically how you download and install OpenBVE. Now, let's minimize this for now. I'm also going to be teaching you guys how to install trains and routes. So first, what we're going to want to do, go back to Google Chrome, go to OpenBVE here, go to this is basically easier way to check out files and download it to your OpenBVE. Now what I want to do is download a file from the group page. So we're going to go to files and we're going to see what to download. I don't think I have the NYCTB Bedford Park, so we're going to go with that and download it. Okay, so we're going to click on download. Markins has uploaded this file last year, So credits to him. And we're going to download it. I'm going to put this to downloads. Yes. CSV file. As you can see, it's already installed. Oops, sorry. I'm going to drag it to the desktop because it's easier for me. Minimize this. X out because we don't need it. What I'm going to want to do, because this is a route, is that we're going to open back up for the OpenBVE file. We're going to install the B line to its respective folder. So what we're going to want to do is click on user data, legacy content, railway, route, and since the B train is an independent line, we're going to go to the IND file. And then we're going to hit here, NYCTB 3.0. Now, I basically will drag and drop this file onto this folder because I already sorted, we already have a sorted folder for the B line. So we're going to click on that. Oh, seems like I already have it. So if I go here and copy here onto this file, this folder, it's going to tell me that I already have it. So, but in your case, that's just basically how to install, well, to put a route onto your folder. Now, you're most likely going to have this already because you downloaded my pack. Now, this is a disclaimer. All of the files, trains, and routes go to their respective users. So credits go to all of those developers and all of those people who have made these routes. Okay. So basically, what you're also going to want to do is install a train, right? Because you want to install a train with a route. So what you may want to do is go to BVE Station to get a train. BVEstation.com. Don't mind the music. My family's they're getting lit, I guess. If anything, I might have like a song over that. Maybe you may or may not hear it. So we're gonna go to downloads. Go here. Let's see. On the bottom right, it says type. So we're gonna choose trains, routes, objects, programs, whatever. We're gonna go for trains. And let's see here. I don't think I have the R40M, but for purposes of showcasing how to download stuff, say for example, there's a train that has just been released and you want to put it on your files. Let's say for example, for argument's sake, the R40M has already been released and it's completely new and no one's ever had it. You're gonna want to go to R40M. This is made by Mr. Railfan, Motor Wrestle, DJ Hammers, and Zero Beats 2000. So credits go to them. So we're gonna click on them. This link. Go to download, and you can put it to downloads. It's fine. The file is called 14_R40M post GOH. GOH stands for General Overhaul. So we're gonna put it here in the download. Save it. It's downloaded. Cool. We're gonna check the file out. You can minimize this. Okay. So R40M is both an IND and a BMT. Okay, so for argument's sake, we're going to put the R40M into the IND file. So drag and drop, and it'll be extracting all the files that comes with the extraction, or rather the zip file. So I'm going to X that out because it's already done. Click on IND, and as you can see, the R40M is here. Actually, no. My mistake. I'm going to cut this. and take it to train, not railway, train. Then go to IND and then paste it. And it should be there on the IND file on the train section of OpenBVE. So that's done. Okay, my mistake on that, guys, sorry. So basically what you want to do now is start OpenBVE and load the train up in the route. So here is basically where you can access it, the trains and the routes. So for argument's sake, I'm going to go all the way back. Say if you don't know where to find it, you can always go back with this green file all the way up top under the users, Randy, and desktop. You can just go back, and if you know that you know where to put your files, you can basically look for your files here. So as you can see on my desktop, it's on my desktop. So we're going to click on desktop. Then we're going to go to OpenBVE, user data, legacy content, railway, and route. Now, for the purposes of this video, we're going to load the B line on an R40M train. So we're going to click on IND because the B is an IND line. And OICTB. I'm going to choose this one because this is the one that we downloaded. Now, same thing with the train. You can access it anywhere, but you have to make sure which file you downloaded it on. So for example, OpenBVE is on the desktop, so we can just go there. We're going to click on user data, legacy content, train, and IND. You can scroll down or up to find your train, and we're going to choose the R40M post GOH. So we're going to click on that. You have various options. In our case, we know that the B line has 8 75 foot cars, but 10 car 60 foot cars. Okay, so we're going to go for the 10 car. Choose 10 car. Okay. Now we can start. I'm going to drag this back up here. This could take a while depending on your computer, so be patient with me. Now, just to note, basically, sometimes, or well, most times, you can have lots of errors and files that may or may not be corrupted here. The thing is that what I've learned from operating on OpenBVE is that most of those files don't necessarily matter as much because most of the files are loaded up on the game. So that's just a little note. It happens with me all the time. There's always errors. There's always files that don't make it onto the simulation, and it's totally fine. Now there is a big problem with it, and there's no way you can access your trains. We can probably make another video for that. So just stay tuned. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Manhattan-bound B train. The next stop on this train is Kingsbridge Road.
Okay, so as you can see, those are files there that didn't necessarily make it there. So you can see that we are loaded. So as you can see, the train is here. Please forgive my horrible frames. You can always change this. Let's see. 6, 8. Okay. So you can just change that. Okay, finally. Alright, so just go ahead and open the doors and everything. Alright, so now we're moving. So basically, this is basically how to download OpenBVE and to install OpenBVE dependencies or routes, trains. And if you want to see more, just go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment. And we'll make sure to make more videos for you guys, okay? Take care, guys.